Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I have a flip through to share with you today. This is the latest junk journal that I completed. This is going to be my little fall grimoire that I made using a repurposed CDV album cover, so carte de visite photographs. And this one is dated from the late 19th century. And I've made a little book like this. I think it was last year, and I've just been waiting to create another one because I loved the format, and so I thought fall was the best time to make another one like this. So it's really grungy. Lots of neutrals, not a lot of colors. It's really meant to be, yeah, a grimoire, that's the word. So this journal will be for sale when this video is uploaded. It will be in my Etsy shop, and I just wanted to mention that I'm actually sending to the US. I thought I couldn't, but actually I am able to do so through Etsy, not only my Instagram shop account. I'm going to be fast for this flip through because the sun is going down. The closure is really simple. It's actually a piece of crocheted lace. It's handmade and really old, and I just pinned it with this safety pin so you can remove it easily. You can use another closure if you'd rather put something else, like a ribbon or something, but I just really liked this kind of, gives a cozy feel to the grimoire, so I thought it was a nice addition. And then I just added this metal belt buckle, and again, you can easily remove it. And if you take it out, you have this large piece of lace that you can use for craft if you'd like to. And then this is the little book, very chunky, very grungy book. I love that the things are sticking out on all sides, even the back, like the bottom, I mean. And so really this book is meant to be just put on a table and kind of being maybe displayed if you like this sort of junk journal. But of course you can write notes inside, further collage, and if you remove all the ephemera that I put inside, it actually lays pretty normal. So I just decided for this time to add some like coin charms. These ones are from Japan, and I rusted these myself. This was my first try at rust stuff, so I don't know how you think it came out, but I think it's pretty cool, and I just wanted to add some to this journal. And if you don't like it, you can just trim these strings. Of course, I reinforced the spine of the book, but I didn't create a new one and used the old one. And then to cover the binding, I used some coffee stained cheesecloth here. On the first layer is cheesecloth, and then I used this beautiful antique French handmade lace on top. And yeah, so this book is pretty small. It measures approximately 15.5 centimeters by 11.5 leather, and it has some gold borders here and on the back as well. And when you open this up, when you open this one up, so I reinforce with book bindings tape, and then on top I put some heavy linen, you know, some very old French linen. So, and then I just kept these original papers on the cover and on the back, so they're a little bit shiny. And yeah, inside I used all types of old papers and just made plenty of collages on top. and I also use some eco-dyed, eco-stained papers from Sigita. So this one is one of hers that I put on the first page. This is my last one like this one, so I'm a bit sad to part with this, but I need to restock my papers. She has some gorgeous pieces. I think I bought this one on her coffee shop a while back. And so there's a bit of a masculine vibe to this journal just because it's very kind of dark, or maybe more towards going towards the neutrals, and there are many kind of masculine related ephemera. So here we have a CDV card that was photographed in Paris. I made a little pocket here and then added this pressed flowers that I pressed myself. So a little bit of collage and a little bit of scrap pieces of fabric that I liked. A lot of coffee stained papers, also this one, but this is a thicker. I think this was initially some sort of watercolor paper and I coffee stained it. And I bound this paper with this piece of, this is a light cotton, and it was eco-dyed by a company called Antique Wardrobe on Etsy. So I'm not going to point out all the collages that I did, but I think, yeah, you can see. I've clipped some ephemera and some handmade little tags made out of a grungy masterboard. This one is a religious piece of ephemera. We have some notary deed page, and this is a beautiful religious lithograph. This I'm not going to remove, but this is a little handmade tag, as well as this one. Here we have a little piece of antique French cotton fabric and some cutouts. These are from I think it's La Mode Illustrée or maybe Femina magazine. This is the other type of paper that I've got from Sigita. Very grungy, very dark, with some rust stains. I love this paper so much. It has a smell to it and I really like it. This was part of, you can see the paper from a vintage photo album. So I just made a belly band here and added this photo of a father with his daughter. This is a beautiful silk fabric. I think it was eco-dyed as well. This one I got from Maria in our Happy Mail swap. And there's this antique French stamp that you can collage with. This is a handmade paper piece. You can you can draw on it, you can sketch. Little pocket with some scrap pieces. Again, small bits of collages. So you can write notes, you can put quotes as well. There are a lot of clippings, pieces of scraps, and small ephemera. This is an image, but I'm just going to show the other side of this gorgeous paper from Sigita. A little flip. This is the second signature. I bound this piece of handmade paper. It feels like cotton. It's really beautiful. It has a peach tint to it, and I bound it with this antique French cotton fabric. Collaged a stamp, antique stamp. Have some several textured papers inside as well. There's a little belly band here, and I just put some scrap pieces again, and pieces you can draw and watercolor on it. This is an envelope that I stuck, and there's this kind of, you can't see it on camera, but it has a texture, a bunch of tags. This is part of a book binding, an antique book here, and this was a music score sheet, booklet, leaflet, and I love the Art Nouveau details here. There's a little glassine bag in here, and I just stuck it to the page, and inside I put this ephemera of Gary Cooper. And these are French ephemera, actually. It came with, chocolate, like a collectible card. Here we have a little, this is an antique French book page. I just stamped this kind of calendar, small vignette. The third signature, again bound with some French ticking. I just put these scraps here, but you can remove this vintage page of, this is a deed, piece of French ticking, some collages, and then a little tab here. There's this antique death announcement stationery, and I didn't have the flap, so I just used it in this journal. And inside you have an antique, when I say antique, it's like it has more than 100 years old. And so this one is was taken from a German missal. Here we have a collage with this beautiful stamp, really old, little handmade tag. Actually, I'm not going to remove it, but yeah, this is a flap. There are pieces for your collages. A little, well, actually, I stuck this so that it would peek out from the top. This is the middle of the third signature, and we have some pieces, like some paper sheets, different books, like this is a calendar book. I made this belly band using this scrap of a photograph, and I just took something pointy to kind of grungy it up. This is a note from 1870. Very beautiful note. I think it's a notary document. So this goes in here. Little flap here. This embroidery pattern magazine page. Some pieces of scraps, collages. This is a tag spot made out of the negative of the little tags that I made, and I just added this piece that I had. It was completely a photograph, a class photograph that was completely torn. And in here you have a little pocket with these tags that I created out of this, of my collage masterboard. This is the fourth signature, and I used some pages of an old photo album, and again made a collage tag. This is some handmade paper, collage page. I'm not gonna open this one up, but this is just a scrap piece of music sheet, again along with this one from a calendar book. A little dog photograph and a handmade tag. This piece here I think I got from Maria as well. This is eco-dyed. This is a how do you call these cards? Index cards. that I coffee stained, and I bound it with this piece of cotton that I also coffee stained. And I just added these little tags that I made, and on the tags I put some scrap pieces. This was part of a binding of an old book, and I attached these with this little this came from Tim Holtz. This was a double page, and I just use it as a tuck spot to add another of this page, so you can collage with this one. Piece of handmade paper, Sigita's papers. Here you have a little secret spot with an antique German bill. Book pages. This is, I just stapled it to this piece of glassine paper, and then we have more writing space and collages. This glassine is a little tuck, and I added this gorgeous mid-19th century holy card. This one is from Sainte Madeleine, so it has this beautiful lithograph. And then a note from 1869. Going to the end, we have some scraps again. Little pocket with, I don't know what type of ephemera that is. It says that it's like a Catholic ID card. So that's the first time that I saw this type of ephemera. It's from the 40s. And then the last page with the back and just a piece of ephemera. And yeah, this was tucked in here. This is an antique envelope from 1903. And that is the journal. I, of course, will, for the person who wants to purchase that journal, I will include some ephemera, but these will be mostly masculine ephemera. For example, you get this beautiful portrait of this man, and I've also made some handmade ephemera. This is a little booklet with scraps, and of course you'll get a pouch with goodies inside. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through. It will be now for sale in my Etsy shop, and yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I will come back with a kind of design team junk journal project for your creative studio. In the meantime, have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.